Welcome everyone. Get ready for a countdown of the top 10 scariest castles in Scotland. From the wild highlands to the windy coast, Scotland is full of castles, and every castle has its own spooky stories. Let's explore these mysterious places where whispers from the past still echo through the ages. Deep in the heart of Angus, hidden in mist, stands Scariest Castle. This impressive castle has seen hundreds of years of Scottish history, and inside you can almost hear whispers of sadness and tragedy. The most haunting story is about the Grey Lady, a ghost often seen in the castle halls, her face always hidden. Then there's the scary story of the monster of Glamis, a child born different who was kept hidden within the castle's depths. People who visit and work there have heard weird noises, felt cold spots and a creepy feeling. Whatever the truth is, Scariest Castle reminds us that even the grandest places can hold dark secrets. High on top of an old volcano, Edinburgh Castle stands strong, a symbol of Scotland's pride. But behind its strong walls, there's a history of battles and bloodshed. People say the ghost of a headless drummer walks within, his ghostly drumming a warning of danger. Deep inside the castle dungeons, where many people were kept prisoner, the air feels heavy with sadness. Edinburgh Castle, a place of both beauty and sorrow, shows us that the past never truly goes away. Stirling Castle, with its view of the Forth Valley, has seen some of Scotland's most important moments. The Green Lady of Stirling Castle isn't a scary ghost, but one who is sad and loyal. The story goes that she was a servant girl who worked for Mary, Queen of Scots. One night a fire started in the Queen's room. The Green Lady bravely saved the Queen, but she paid a terrible price. Now people say her ghost, wearing a green dress, wanders the castle, forever connected to the place where she gave her life. Some say she's drawn to the Queen's old rooms, silently watching over them still. In the green hills of Aberdeenshire, Fyvie Castle looks like something out of a fairy tale. But behind its beauty, there's a dark story of a prisoner, betrayal and restless spirits. This is where the sad story of Dame Lilias Drummond took place. She was locked in a tiny room in the castle and left to die by her cruel husband. People have seen a ghost believed to be Dame Lilias walking the castle, her face full of sadness. The tower where she was imprisoned often feels very cold, a reminder of her tragic fate. Fyvie Castle, both beautiful and sad, shows that the past can leave a lasting mark. Scariest Castle, surrounded by old trees in Royal Deeside, seems to be from another time. But even in this peaceful place, there's a feeling of mystery and something supernatural. Scariest Castle is also said to have a Green Lady, but unlike the one in Stirling, her story isn't clear. Some believe she's the ghost of a young woman who died too soon inside the castle. The castle's chapel is where she's felt the most. People say they've seen a woman in a green dress, often near the fireplace, sadly looking at anyone who enters. Dunrobin Castle, perched on a cliff by the North Sea, looks like a castle from a fairy tale. Its majestic towers and sprawling gardens paint a picture of serene beauty and timeless elegance. But behind its beauty, there's a sad story of a young life taken too soon. The grand halls and opulent rooms hide a tragic past that still lingers in the air. People say the castle is haunted by the ghost of Margaret, a young girl who was trapped there. Her presence is felt in the cold draughts and eerie whispers that echo through the corridors. The story goes that she was locked in the highest tower, her cries for help lost in the wind. Day after day, she gazed out from the tower window, hoping for a miracle that never came. Desperate to escape, Margaret made a terrible decision. With no other options, she climbed onto the window ledge, her heart pounding with fear and hope. She climbed onto the window ledge, hoping to be free, but she fell to her death on the rocks below. The waves crashing against the cliff seemed to mourn her loss. People have heard the sound of a young girl crying at night, her desperate cries echoing in the castle. The full moon casts an eerie glow, and the wind carries her sorrowful wails through the night. Scariest Castle, standing majestically on cliffs overlooking the Firth of Clyde, is as beautiful as it is mysterious. Its grand architecture and stunning views hide a darker, more enigmatic side. Beneath its grand exterior, there are hidden tunnels and secret passages where a haunting melody is said to echo. These passages, shrouded in darkness, have been the source of many ghostly tales and eerie legends. The story of the Piper of Scariest Castle has been told for many years, passed down through generations. It is a tale that has captivated the imaginations of many, adding to the castle's mystique. It's said that a piper, his name lost to time, was sent into the caves below the castle to explore while playing his bagpipes. His music was meant to guide him through the labyrinthine tunnels. The eerie sound of his music filled the tunnels, creating an otherworldly atmosphere. But as he ventured deeper into the darkness, the music suddenly stopped, leaving an unsettling silence. The piper was never seen again, his spirit believed to be trapped in the caves forever. His disappearance remains one of the castle's greatest mysteries. To this day, people claim to hear the faint sound of bagpipes, the sad and haunting melody seeming to come from deep within the earth, as if the piper is still wandering the tunnels, lost in time. On the wild and beautiful Isle of Mull, Scariest Castle looks over the peaceful Loch Bar. But even in this peaceful place there's a feeling of sadness, because of a tragedy that happened on the loch's shore. The castle is said to be haunted by the ghost of a young boy, his laughter silenced by a terrible accident. The story goes that he was playing by the water when he slipped and fell into the icy water. Despite trying to save him, the boy drowned, his body taken by the loch. People have seen the ghostly figure of a young boy playing on the castle grounds, his laughter echoing in the air. Deep in the lonely Scottish borders, Hermitage Castle stands as a reminder of a violent past. Its imposing structure looms over the landscape, a silent witness to centuries of bloodshed and betrayal. This scary fortress has seen centuries of cruelty, its very stones holding the pain of those who suffered there. The walls, once echoing with the cries of the tormented, now stand silent, yet they seem to whisper tales of horror to those who dare to listen. Known as one of the most haunted castles in Scotland, Hermitage is said to be full of tormented souls. The mist that often surrounds it adds to its eerie atmosphere, making it a place where the past feels ever present. One of them is Mary, Queen of Scots, whose ghost is said to wander the castle searching for peace she can't find. Her tragic story is just one of many that have left an indelible mark on this place. People have felt a terrible sense of dread there, as if the weight of centuries of suffering is pressing down on them. Visitors often report an overwhelming feeling of sadness and fear, as if the very air is thick with the anguish of the past. Cold spots, ghostly voices and shadowy figures are said to haunt the castle, each one a chilling reminder of the horrors that happened there. These paranormal phenomena are not just stories, they are experiences that have been reported by many who have dared to explore the castle's dark corridors. Borthwick Castle, rising up from the hills of Midlothian, has seen its share of history. But it's the sad story of Mary, Queen of Scots, that continues to haunt this impressive fortress. It was here that Mary looked for safety within Borthwick's strong walls. But her safety was short-lived. Betrayed and forced to run, Mary left behind more than just a safe place. People have seen her ghost walking the castle's halls, her face full of sadness and regret. Whether it's a restless spirit or a lingering memory, Mary's presence continues to haunt Borthwick Castle. Thanks for joining me on this spooky tour of Scotland's most haunted castles. From the ghostly Grey Lady of Glamis to the sad Piper of Culzean, these old castles give us a peek into a world where history and ghosts meet. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more scary videos. Until next time, sleep well, and may your dreams be free of ghosts.